She carried their child for 9 months. She gave up her body, her sleep, her comfort, her freedom. She endured the monitoring and the food restrictions and the unannounced visits and the husband's comments and the wife's Instagram post that showed her stomach to 200,000 followers without ever showing her face. She did all of that. And at 8 months pregnant, they sent her a letter reducing her final payment by 60%. What they did not know, what they had never thought to ask, was what she did for a living. Amara was a nurse. She understood contracts. She understood bodies. She understood exploitation. And she had kept every single message they had ever sent her. Every single one. Amara was 29 years old, a pediatric nurse with 7 years of clinical experience, a reputation for being unflappable under pressure, and a mother whose stage 3 cancer treatment had generated a debt that her salary alone could not comfortably cover. She had researched surrogacy carefully, taken months to decide, consulted 2 lawyers before signing anything. She was not naive. She was not desperate. She was a woman making a calculated, informed decision to use the one thing she had, a healthy body and clinical knowledge of what carrying a pregnancy would cost her, to solve a specific financial problem. The couple she matched with were named Victor and Celestine. Victor was a prominent property developer. Celestine was a lifestyle influencer with 214,000 followers and a brand built on curated images of abundance. The house, the clothes, the travel, and now, enthusiastically, the pregnancy journey. Celestine could not carry a pregnancy herself. This was real, documented, and Amara felt genuine empathy for it. What Amara did not yet understand was that Celestine's approach to things she could not control was to control everything around them instead. The contract was detailed. The agency was reputable. The payment, $48,000 across 3 installments, was fair for the market. Amara signed. She began the process. And for the first trimester, things were manageable. Then Celestine got her content calendar involved. From the 2nd trimester onward, Celestine documented everything. Weekly bump updates, milestone posts, a carefully aestheticized pregnancy journey that showed Amara's body, always from behind, always from the side, always from angles that made her identifiable to anyone who knew her, while keeping her face out of frame. Amara had not consented to this. She had been told there might be occasional content, not a twice-weekly posting schedule, not 144,000 impressions on a single post showing her 3rd trimester silhouette with a caption about Celestine's miracle journey to motherhood. She raised it. Celestine said it was within the spirit of the agreement. Victor said she was being difficult. The agency said they would look into it. Nobody changed anything. The diet restrictions came next. A 4-page document, not part of the original contract, listing approved and prohibited foods, meal timing windows, required supplements, and a note that Amara should avoid energetically dense social environments during the 3rd trimester. Amara, who had a 12-hour nursing shift 3 days a week, noted that her entire workplace qualified as an energetically dense social environment, but did not say this out loud. Victor called her twice without warning to ask about her sleep schedule. Celestine showed up at her flat on a Tuesday morning, unannounced, with a juicer as a gift and a list of questions, and stayed for 2 hours. When Amara mentioned that advance notice would be helpful, Celestine posted about the visit that afternoon. The caption said, "Checking in on our beautiful angel, carrying our greatest blessing." Amara saved the post, as she had saved everything else. At 32 weeks, she attended a colleague's birthday dinner. A quiet restaurant, 3 friends, 2 hours. She did not post about it. She did not mention it to Victor or Celestine. There was no reason she should have needed to. Someone who followed Celestine's account saw her there and sent Celestine a message. That dinner became violation 4. in the letter she received 6 weeks later.
The letter arrived by email at 11:40 on a Thursday morning, 8 weeks before her due date. It was 4 pages long, written by Victor and Celestine's solicitor, and it cited 7 contract violations that the couple alleged had materially breached their agreement. Violation 1. Consuming a food item not on the approved list, specifically a slice of birthday cake at a work celebration in her 3rd month that a colleague had photographed and posted publicly. Violation 2. Attending a social gathering, the birthday dinner, without prior written approval. Violation 3. Posting a photograph on her private Instagram account in which her pregnant profile was visible in a mirror in the background. Violation 4 through 7 were variations of the same theme, moments of ordinary human life that had been catalogued, time-stamped and reframed as contractual failures. The letter concluded that as a result of these violations, the couple were exercising their right under Clause 14B to reduce the final payment installment by 60%. $28,800 becoming $11,520. Amara read the letter twice. Then she called her mother. Not to tell her what had happened, just to hear her voice. Then she opened her laptop and began composing an email. Not to Victor, not to Celestine, not to the agency. To a specialist in surrogacy and reproductive contract law whose number she had saved 18 months earlier, the first time Celestine had shown up unannounced. Amara's lawyer was a woman named Dr. Funke Adeyemi, 38 years old, 12 years specializing exclusively in reproductive contract and surrogacy law. She had seen variations of this situation before. Wealthy couples using financial penalty clauses as post hoc renegotiation tools against surrogates who had no resources to fight back. Amara had resources. She had every message, every email, every unannounced visit logged with date and time, every Instagram post Celestine had made using her body, every dietary instruction and sleep monitoring request and phone call from Victor. She had a clinical nurse's habit of documentation and 18 months of evidence organized in a folder she had titled simply, Just in Case. Dr. Adeyemi reviewed everything over a weekend. Her response to Amara on the Monday morning was 4 sentences. The violations are largely unenforceable. The content posting constitutes a consent breach. The monitoring and control clauses cross into labor exploitation territory, and the original contract is worth considerably more than they agreed to pay you. They responded to Victor and Celestine's letter 11 days after receiving it, not with a counter-offer, with a formal legal claim for the full original payment, damages for unauthorized use of Amara's image across 144 posts, compensation for the psychological and physical impact of the control and monitoring she had been subjected to, and a request for a full accounting of the commercial value Celestine's pregnancy journey content had generated. Victor called the agency within the hour. The agency called Amara. Amara referred them to Dr. Adeyemi. Celestine posted nothing that week. For the first time in 7 months, her account went quiet. The case settled out of court 14 weeks after Amara delivered a healthy baby girl. The settlement was confidential in its specifics, but the total amount, confirmed only by Dr. Adeyemi's later reference to it in a professional interview about surrogacy law reform, was described as 3 times the original contract value. As part of the settlement, all 144 posts featuring Amara's image were removed from Celestine's account within 48 hours. Celestine posted a brief statement about respecting the privacy of all parties involved in our journey. The comments from followers who had watched the pregnancy unfold for 7 months were not kind. Her following dropped by 90,000 in 4 days. Brand partnerships that had been announced went quiet. 2 were publicly cancelled. Victor issued no statement. He had learned somewhere between the legal claim and the settlement that silence was the only thing left that cost him nothing. Amara paid off her mother's medical debt in full. She took 3 months off work. She slept, she cooked, she sat with her mother in the garden on slow afternoons and did not think about Victor or Celestine or any of it. She had given it everything it deserved, which was the full force of her intelligence, her preparation, and her refusal to be diminished. And then she put it down. She was done. She moved forward. She did not look back. The girl Amara had carried was named Imani. She grew up in Victor and Celestine's house, surrounded by everything money could provide, and the particular emotional complexity of parents who had never fully processed the circumstances of her arrival. She was loved, genuinely, imperfectly, in the way that most children are loved. When Imani was 16, she found the deleted posts. Not through any particular investigation. A school project on digital permanence had led her to a discussion of how content is never truly gone. And she had, almost casually, gone looking for the posts her mother had told her had been taken down for privacy. Web archives held what Instagram did not. She saw her own birth documented. She saw a woman's body, blurred face, visible identity to anyone paying attention, displayed across 7 months of content. She saw the caption that called that woman our beautiful angel. She read the comments. She sat with all of it for 2 years before she said anything to anyone. At 18, Imani found Amara. Not through any dramatic investigation. Amara was a senior pediatric nurse at a hospital 40 minutes from where Imani had grown up. Her name was in the original surrogacy documents that Imani had quietly photographed from her father's filing cabinet at 17. She sent a message through the hospital's internal contact system. It said, "My name is Imani. I think you carried me. I am not looking for a mother. I already have one. I just wanted to say thank you and to ask if you would have coffee with me." Amara read the message on a Tuesday morning between ward rounds. She sat down in the break room and read it 3 times. Then she typed 1 word in response. Yes. They met at a small cafe near the hospital on a Saturday morning. Imani was tall, composed, with her father's build and a directness in her eyes that reminded Amara of nobody except herself. They talked for 3 hours about medicine. Imani was considering nursing. About the surrogacy, about what it meant and what it didn't, about the posts, about the settlement, about Amara's mother, who had been in remission for 14 years now and tended a garden that had become the most important place in Amara's life. Victor and Celestine found out about the meeting. Imani was 18. There was nothing they could do. Imani and Amara have met 6 times since that Saturday. They are not mother and daughter. They are something the language does not yet have a precise word for. 2 people connected by the most intimate act one human being can perform for another. Navigating that connection with care and honesty and no pretense about what it is. At their most recent meeting, Imani brought flowers. She said they were for Amara's mother's garden. Victor and Celestine believed they were dealing with a young woman who needed the money badly enough to accept whatever they decided to give her. They had done this calculation before taking her on. They had factored in her financial pressure, her age, her position. What they had not factored in, what people who treat others as resources almost never factor in, is that the person they are underestimating has been watching them just as carefully as they have been watching her and has been taking notes. Amara carried their daughter. She carried herself through everything they put her through. She carried the case to its conclusion with precision and grace. And 18 years later, she sat across from the result of all of it. A young woman considering nursing, bringing flowers for a garden, and understood that
some things cannot be taken from you, no matter how hard someone tries. Not your dignity, not your documentation, and not the quiet, unexpected connections that arrive long after the battle is over. Some people learn too late that loyalty isn't just a word. And karma keeps excellent records. This has been Served Good. I'll see you tomorrow.